Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Janaka, sir, I'm here. I, sir? Sir, shall I start, sir? Good morning, everybody. I'm Saraswati, Assistant Librarian and Information Officer, Anna Centenary Library, and also EC member of MALA. Today, our 5th day program of online short-term course on emerging enlightening of LIS professionals in emerging technology in library science, organized by Madurai Kamaraj University and MALA. Now, I welcome and introduce our resource person, Mr. Sheikh Moiddin Abdul Rafiq, Head Librarian, Skyline University College, Sharjah, United Arab Emirates. He is having master degree in library science and holding more than 20 years of experience of library science field. Currently, he is working as Head Librarian, Skyline University College, United Arab Emirates. He worked in various academic institutions in India and abroad. In 2008 to 2011, he worked as a reference librarian at Birla Institute of Technology, Dubai campus, United Arab Emirates. In 2006 to 2008, he worked as a senior librarian from Royal College of Science and Technology, United Arab Emirates. In 2004 to 2006, he worked as recreation librarian at Dawam Hospital Recreation Library. He got Innovative Librarian Award from Golden Aim Conference, Mumbai in the year of 2021. And also he got Best Librarian Award and Excellent Research Award from Mala and Maya Publications in the year of 2019. He organized and participated many webinars, conferences and workshops in Emirates. He is a life member of Mala and Salis and also member of South Indian Library Association and active member of Library Directors Association. Once again, I warm welcome you, sir, to deliver the lecture in the title of Smart Libraries, Future of Learnings. Once again, I welcome you, sir. Thanking you.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. Thank you so much for your wonderful introduction. A very good morning to all. At the outset, I would like to thank Dr. Chinnaswamy sir, Professor and Head, Department of Library and Information Science, Madurai Kamaraj University, and Dr. Nityanandam sir, President, Madras Library Association, and our organizing committee members for giving me this opportunity for being a part of this program. My topic for the day is Smart Libraries, the Future of Learning. Let me share my presentation to you all. Is my PPT is available to you all? Can you confirm, please? Okay, thank you so much. In today's presentation, I'm going to cover the following topics as shown here, which is the definition of smart library, current technology trends in libraries, libraries' new trends and challenges, green library, big data, artificial intelligence, blockchains in libraries, IoT in libraries, and augmented reality and libraries' top skills for the future libraries, challenges for the libraries in the future as well. Basically, what is smart library? A brief introduction about smart library. The evolution of libraries happens through three stages, which is modernization, automation, and digitization. A smart library is an information center with networks of many libraries and their services in a large informational ecosystem around the globe. In today's era, a library equipped with smart technology is to be allowed freely open to library readers during the absence of library staff. Technology gives facilities for controlling monitoring of library buildings, including automatic doors, lighting, auto-service pavilions, and computers. It gives permission to use resources 24/7 so that the reader can use the library at times that they are convenient for them. The smart library requires smart librarians, which gives services to user-centric and user-friendly. The role of libraries is changing in the present era due to the changing demands of its users. The role of smart library requires three things, which is smart users, smart librarians, and smart library services. The definition of the smart library is that any person who has a computer and network connection to the library networks can access not only the resources of that library, but also a variety of information available through national and international networks like internet and intranet without being physically present in the library. The simple definition of the smart library is S stands for sustainable, which means maintain its financial viability. M stands for material, variety rich, which means, let's say for an example, it provides information in different formats. Access friendly, which means gives continuous access through various ICT platforms. R stands for reliable and relevant information source, which means the informations are available everywhere in the world with a single click of a button, but ensures the trustworthiness of the reliable information. T stands for time-bound service provider, which means delivers the output as promised. In other words, we can say the library is considered as a place of accumulated information for the smart readers in any area of interest. After invention of internet, the library collections and services have dynamically changes. We are living the threshold of knowledge society. Academic institutions are the superstructure of this society. And library forms the very core of this institution where it acts as a brain. The best practice in library involves around the optimum utilization of space, service, and service visibility. Two towering regulatory institutions in education such as UGC and NAC are seriously concerned about how to develop the standards of academic libraries. Right. Now here, the concept of smart library. Concept of smart library is to serve all library services faster, better, and smartly to its end users through digital technology in different software applications with the help of internet and intranet. Smart library is a library which is techno-drive with artificial intelligence and Internet of Things based service provided to smart readers. SL creating a smart environment, mobile access, new knowledge creation, active content, adaptively, smart technology of content formation, smart detection of knowledge, smart interface, organization of interface with the user, smart services such as mobile application usage. Now, let us see the functions of smart library. The main function of smart library is to make systematic development of the collections, store and organize information and knowledge in digital form and provides easy and affordable access to it from various locations via internet. The basic functions of smart library are as provide web-based library services to the readers and access to online learning materials, gives ICT-based access to a range of digitally available publications for educational purposes. Now, the dimensions of smart library Smart library has 7 dimensions such as smart economy, smart mobility, smart environment, smart people, and smart living, and smart governance, smart services. These are the 7 dimensions of the smart library. Out of 7 dimensions, we have described here 4 predominant dimensions, which are smart services, smart people, smart place, and smart governance. Smart services, it is the first dimension which can be described as the application of the spirit of innovation of smart readers to the development of modern library services. The smart library services can provide to the readers through RFID, mobile and wireless access, remote assistant, semantic web, and artificial intelligence, IoT, machine translation, voice and image recognition, sensors, CCTV, natural language processing, augmented reality. This is the next future coming technology for delivering new experience in enjoying cultural heritage. The smart library is an information hub connected with other libraries and urban services in a large informational ecosystem. However, these innovative tools and services are smart only insofar as they are user-friendly and user-catered. Let us see smart readers. It indicates smart living related to buildings and means, for instance, building monitoring and control, monitoring of electrical devices, personal safety, and a healthy environment for the staff as well as for the public. The readers of smart libraries should be flexibility, creativity, tolerance, empowerment, and participation in public life. Smart place. The third dimension refers to the library as a building and as a place. In general manner, this dimension can be described as smart environment and environmental monitoring. This place should be technological as well as environmental smart, so that readers can sit comfortable and read smartly. Smart governance. The next one is smart governance. The last dimension of smart library is smart governance. It includes all library features that represent the concept of smart governance in the state or country, which encapsulate, for instance. Next one is developing smart libraries. Developing smart libraries. The smart library requires smart librarians. The library staff prove themselves to improve the overall work environment within the organization. But libraries create an employer brand aimed to projecting an image of the organization as a compelling place to what? Develop a community of knowledge workers, and highly networked team should be created. Here is author view. Like space management, library space is poised for innovative and experimental development. Friendly green academic libraries with economical design modules are free from articles and regulations to make conducive for all streams of thoughts to come and mingle. Right. Now, in future, what will the status of our librarian and new identification of smart librarians? The librarian's name will be renamed like library and information officer, librarian, information manager, search intermediary sifter of information sources or researchers, facilitator, trainer, or knowledge manager, network manager, or as an information scientist, website builder, publisher, consultant, or information architect, as interface designer, as a marketing officer. So the next concept is green library. This is one of the smart library concept. Green library, it is a library framed to minimize negative impact on the natural environment and maximize indoor environmental quality by means of careful site selection, conservation of resources like water, energy, paper, and responsible waste disposal, recycling. So green libraries are the part of the large green library buildings and environmental issues. So current technology trends in library. Library work no longer focuses only on books, journals, catalog data, but also on all manners of unstructured and structured data and data forms, text, metadata, images, audio files, videos, research data, 3D digital copies, and software. So referencing, indexing, and displaying these contents following the logic of 19th century will be gradually obsolete in front of new technology. So libraries do not just to restrict themselves to their own data, they can also process and analyze external data sources. Currently, this is based on the Project Horizon Project 2017, an initiative taken by New Media Consortium to chart emerging technology for teaching and learning. So the big data here, the big data comes here. Big data is incidentally referred as one of the 6 key technological development for libraries, according to the NMC Horizon report. So now let us see how drones in library services. Drones are used in libraries. Another factor is the use of drones. It is an unmanned aerial vehicle. They are manually commanded through remote control, traveling under real-time human control, or programmed by using integrated systems of digital control, such as sensors, radars, and GPS. This should be made, especially that the sensor can locate everywhere the person is in order to locate. The first unarmed vehicle in 1935 was piloted by servo-operated controls, being regularly used as a target. Currently, the UAV have been substituting manned aircraft. The drones are hexacopter with 6 rotors to help in taking the books to whatever destination needed to be given. In Australia, as an example, in Australia, a startup company has teamed up with a book rental service called Zookal to deliver books to the customers. With an app, the drone scan easily at your location. Drone scan is a good option for creating content for the library, collecting data, or for the delivery service to the library users. Now let us watch this video on how the Virginia librarian uses drones to deliver the books. Let me play this video. Okay. Let us see.
அப்பா சுத்தம்.
Yeah. Now, how robots are used in our libraries? Let us see the role of robots in the library. Stop verification. The robotic is seemingly amazing in helping people in the smartest way, able to function autonomously as a part of the complete robot. When the future library is expected to introduce this in their field of work, it is easy pressure on librarians. The robotic arm is a programmable manipulator composed of rotational or linear segment that controls the precision of their movement. There is usually a tool which is able to move, position, and manipulate objects. This could be potentially be mailing and also deposit books and other materials to the librarians or the user. This prevents stress in searching for a particular book or the user go to the librarian for particular documents. On the other hand, the driverless car is automobile that has an autopilot system allowing us to safely move from one place to another without the help of the human driver. So ideally, this can be travel for a distance to deliver books to the customer at a high speed. Let me play another video just to get to understand how robots are using for stock library verification. Okay, that's all about this video. Let's come back to the presentation. And next, the technology which you are going to see is augmented reality and virtual reality, AR and VR technologies. Libraries on the field that get slowly into focus of AR applications. Smart technology would make interaction in the library and education simple, useful and relevant for our information. Gamification, which is another new trend, is going to come. And in some of the institutions already they are using it, and self-maintenance. And most applications are prototypes specifically designed for a certain libraries. As some examples are given here, my library, which is University of Applied Sciences, then access to all their library resources. These are some examples of this AR and VR technology. And let me show you another video from from 50 years now, how the future of classroom is going to be. Just have a small look. So 50 years from now, how the classrooms are going to be. Okay, it's just an example how AR and VR technology will be used in the classrooms. Okay, let us back to the session. Next technology, which will be the movable library. Libraries are really important for everyone to have access to the irrespective of their location. Due to an increasing in population, without a change in the land, and maybe 30 years comes to that is 2050, there will be no land for people to build. That's where the movable library should be taken a keen matter to assist the next generation. The next one is library ATM. Already is being used in some of the countries. In now 21st century, information should not be limited to people. Each and everyone has access to a smartphone. Library planners can work with engineers to redefine library app can be commonly accessed on smartphone app stores, which can be interlinked with major libraries across the border for easy borrowing of books. Just like going to the bank ATM to withdraw money. The future ATM would be in place with just a token. One can take a book and read with no hassle without going to the library to borrow the books. In Shanghai, one of the medical schools is gradually updating itself to the system. Hillsborough Public Library in Oregon has also one place. So libraries will find that artificial intelligence can play a critical role in updating and expanding their values and way of work. So next, blockchains in library. Blockchain technology could be used in library also, and to build an enhanced metadata system for libraries to keep track of digital first skill rights as a result of provable ownership and digital scarcity to support community-based borrowing that could be extend the traditional library collection beyond its walls. So blockchain would be governed who has borrowed items, originally loaned them, etc. To facilitate the indexing and sharing of community resources and sharing network to secure their intellectual properties. So major concerns raised by librarians against AI. AI or rather robots will replace human librarians. There is a like
No?
Hello.
Sir, Siva Sidambaram, sir? Sasi? Janatra, sir? Second session. Shall we start? Second session? Oh, yeah. Okay, sir. Julian's right, 21st century skills development, everything. Thank you once again. Thank you very much, sir. Adjust பண்ணணும்ல இந்த ஜனத்து எப்ப பார்த்தாலும் இப்படிதான் பண்றான்ட்டு இல்ல அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணவே மாட்டேன்றான். அப்புறம் எதுக்கு நம்ம அதை பண்ண வைக்கணும்? கேப்பா இப்படியா இந்த மெயிலுக்கு இருக்கிற போட்டோ மாத்தணும். தம்பியோட வச்சிருக்கேன்ல இல்ல இல்ல இதுல என்னாச்சு செகண்ட் இது என்னாச்சுன்னு கேட்கலாம். ஏன் ஒரு வரலையா செகண்ட் செஷன் அதுக்கு சொல்றேன். இது கட் ஆயிரும்ல. சார் என்னாச்சுங்க சார்?
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
No,
Yeah, sir. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Uh, uh, First of all, I would like to thank to Department of Library Science, Department of Library. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Sivasidamaram, sir.
Good morning, madam. Yeah.
Okay. Now I call upon our another resource person, Dr. S. Sivasidamaram, sir. Is a highly qualified professional with MSc in Zoology and BLS from Madurai Kamaraj University. Dr. S. Sivasidamaram, sir, joined as a librarian in Central Library, National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. And before his present assignment, Dr. Siva sir has worked as Chief Librarian on deputation from 2014 to 2019 at B.B. Dixit Library, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, and as Senior Library and Information Officer, Head Library and Information Center at National Institute of Public Finance and Policy. He also worked as Senior Assistant Librarian at the National Council of Applied Economic Research from 1997 to 2004, New Delhi. He has started his career in the corporate planning and industrial library system from 94 to 97. He has more than 25 years experience at different capacities in the field of library and information science. He has contributed several research papers and published at conferences, seminars, etc. During his academic career, he has computerized several library functions and created a CD-ROM workstation, database, and institutional repository, etc. He was a committee member of the Computer Facility and Website Development Committees of the respective institutions. Mr. Siva sir is actively associated with various professional bodies such as ISLIC, SLP, ManLibNet, ILA, and SLA.
Able to change or not?
He is an expert in library automation, digital library, scholarly communication, and institutional repository. His current research interest include consortia-based subscription of e-resources and digital libraries. His interest, he has been awarded a PhD in the area of effectiveness in e-access in scholarly journals,
that web browser
databases, special libraries through consortia. Being a geology postgraduate, he has been compelled study of subject on genetic engineering, trend report on artificial neural networks and consortia, construct, thesaurus on artificial neural network for fulfilling the course of the associateship in documentation and institutional information science. He has completed the project sponsored by NASDAQ on creation of digital library and annotated bibliography on value-added tax during 2008 through the Greenstone Digital Library. Open source software. He has created regular conventional annual events on current trusted area on access and availability of medical literature and electronic environments to analyze and disseminate the latest retrieval technology in medical at the aims of Central Library, New Delhi. Once again, I warm welcome you, sir, to deliver your lecture and present your session. Thank you, sir. Once again, welcome.
Thank you. I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your kind introduction. And most proud of that, I can say that I was Madurai Kamaraj University Department of Library Science old students in 1991, I think. I have done my BLIC under Professor Chandran and Professor Sri Murugan was my teacher, and Professor Dr. Navanitha Krishnan was there that time. So I proud to say that I am an old student of Department of LIS at Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai. And now that today's topic, which I would like to say, is that new database which is developed in the modern context uh, about your enlightening library professional in emerging technology. This is a very, very new database. It was developed by the digital science people under the that digital library projects, one of the projects. And this is the latest database which is evolved from the whatever we can say traditionally about library, this abstracting indexing service databases such as PubMed, Medline, PubMed, and this type of database evaluated, and then our citation analyst, the famous scientist Eugene Carville, developed the database for the Web of Science, and then later on Scopus. All this comes, and this database is overcoming all the databases which has mostly given the emphasis of data visualization and making impact factor of real research impact factors of institutional ranking, and it also give now the it is a good tool for the scientometric studies, etc. And this is a database which is nowadays used mostly for every institution. They are using for the institutional ranking, for India ranking, NIRF and all. Being academic librarians, we should know about this database also, because the other databases are too much with the publisher proprietary kind of thing. But now this is coming up, and they are also giving free for the scientometric research. If you are registered with the institution and then for doing scientometric studies, they are giving free for this database to access. And then uh, apart from that, this also cover the abstracting or indexing of journal article, plus it covers monographs, patents, and then funding grants, and plus it also has all other grants, etc. is also there for to evaluate the institution ranking and doing scientometric studies, etc. And this is what my presentation will be. So I'll be going through one by one, then you can go ahead for that. Then finally we can have a discussion. So what is the research life cycle, and what is the support the academic librarians? Academic libraries give the support to the higher education institution in nowadays. So there are users, there are clients, there are students, research scholar, and faculties are our clients, and they involved in the research life cycle. They identify the problem, they plan it like the way they find the problem and do the hypothesis, then perform the research design, data collection, analysis, and research. Then finally they have to publish, coming to the articles or creating a patent or innovation, etc. So then the research output will come as a publications, and the librarian will be a agent for to promoting the research, and then counting the citation, and then show the impact about the research to the institution as well as the research world. And there are provided by the research support service, which a library does it, academic library. As all you know that identifying information source by Google versus library research, literature search strategies, bibliometric services, and help to download the citation papers, organizing the papers in Mendeley. There are so many reference management softwares like Jotero, Mendeley, and each publisher has nowadays so many reference management software. So you have to teach the academic people to how to make a small personal digital library for their research, and how involved with the academic social networks, peer trainings, and other research tools, and how to select the journals. That is also a very important work for the librarian in the predatory and plagiarism world. So we have to identify that which is a right source, right journals for the researchers, and they can publish their research. And we can also create the workshop for how to write the research and finding the ethics, etc. And finally, of course, in the modern digital library era, we have to create institutional repositories and electronic thesis and dissertations. And now the outcome will come like research outputs in institutional rankings, streamlining the research process and value add the research. The important thing is that in India, if you are going for a higher education as an academic library, then we have to see the India ranking. Then ultimately the NIRF comes in the picture, and librarian has to know that how to provide the data, collect from the faculties, and how to present the data to the NIRF or the latest the project which is going on with one, etc. So this type of finding the data, most of the engineering librarians in our states as well as in India, so they struggled somewhere to find out the Web of Science, where is the access is there. You have to go through the InfluentNet consortial access, or you can go for the Scopus. These are all high costly databases, and for the only for the ranking purpose you use most of the time. And then so you have to depend on other libraries, other major libraries to find out this thing. Now this data science is coming like a challenging database evolution of database, which is mostly associated with the research life cycle. And then this is the basic process of our research, and how to find it, how easily, how effectively planning your research life cycle and promoting your research through publication and dissemination. And the majorly for the research, earlier days, we used to have that how to disseminate our research. The only way is the scholarly publication journals. This is the basic model of scholarly publications. And then nowadays in the open access environment, we have APC, article processing charges, and then there are published, and then there are so many tools which in the open access world also to find out the right journals, whether it is a predatory or not predatory or whatever it may be. So there are so many tools are available. And then of course you want to find the citations, then you have to use the Web of Science. It's a correct database, and it gives a H index of your own scientists or faculty or researchers, and then based on that you have to give the data to the NIRF or whatever the institutional ranking holders for that. Even for the India Today survey, for the college survey, or Business India doing that. This type of surveys we have to provide the data collecting from this type of citation databases. This is the basic things how we can do that to the H index, and how to find out the institutional H index, etc. And now the ultimate goal of this database, that dimensions, which is mostly developed database which collect the data from the major source of publications database like Crossref and then other databases, and it collects the data from institutional repositories, also subject repositories, PubMed, and all the databases it is collected and place it in a single platform, and which also has the research options for to find out the impact factor. That's why the Christian Krause, the CEO of Dimension, says that the modern research and innovation ecosystem requires access to the world knowledge, and this community deserves to be supported by technology that makes accessing that information as easy and fast as possible across the landscape. Means that various type of web environment and then digital divide, etc. To evidence-based research strategy relies on having the right data. Now it matters more than ever how accessible and interoperable that data is, and how easily it can be accessed for a meaningful decision making. That is the data science exactly that gives the product called the dimensions actually. So what is exactly dimension? Dimension is a database of linked information that describes the research life cycle, which I was telling earlier, more completely than any similar system to date. Means that Web of Science, Scopus, Google Scholar, etc. It encompasses awarded grants, publications information, and their citations, clinical trials, patents, and policy papers. In the they are nowadays covering for the human, social and humanities also, humanical science also, which they cover the preprints and then working papers from that famous subject repository called REPAC, research paper on economics. They are culling out the data from REPAC, SSRN, and put it together for this analysis. And then what it really has, the database, which dimension database include over 105 million publications and their citations, along with the content types, and illustrate the large information cycle from funding of an idea to the evaluation of publication that result from such support, to the import of the publication, impact of the publications, that is H index and etc., to the airfacts of the real world application of the research. It covers 105 million publications, and then it also have pre-publications data and pro-publication data, which the funding information that will help for the researchers to have enhancing their research. And this is what the data from the idea to impact from the dimension database. That is called, it has a research database, it has a grants information, and it also has a data sets, which are normally we used to see from the articles. Then there is a supplementary data that will be there along with the nowadays along with the article, which will be there in the Excel and different format to access, and this also available in this dimension database. And conferences, publication, these are all called pre-publication data. And coming to the post-publications, then it has algebraic attention. That means it has the impact factors and clinical trials, patents, policy documents, everything will be covered from this dimension database. After this presentation, I will open in the exactly the database website, and I will show you that how effectively it can be used. And this, it also enriched and organized the data with the categories and description, document types, extracted concepts, who is the funders, and what are the various identifier it has, means researcher ID or any other IDs, the links between the database, location where it is there, and then it is what is the status of open access, whether it is a green or gold, etc., and publisher information, references, and research organization, researchers. Yes, these are all the basically a field which you can categorize and you can call out the research database from this dimensions databases. And it has a wide range of indicators that has funding impact, research income, output, altimetric attention. I already told you. Then academic impact, institutional database. It is very, very important. In this database, you can find out that institutional impact through this scientific outputs. And it has a collaboration data and the, of course, open access. Then it covers now economic and societal impact of the particular research publications, and it has also other impacts in the society. From the research to society, this is a basic connecting link for their evaluations. And this structure I will show it in the website. Please write. And then just a minute. Just have you able to see the website now? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
you are able to
Sir.
see. You are able to. Yeah. Okay. So this is a world largest linked research. The website is dimension.ai. This is the symbol for their trade symbol for your database, and the database is having more than what are the extra field it has is that it has the altimetric indicators. That is very, very important, and it is a collaboration of that digital science portfolio companies like ReadCube, Altimetrics, Fixer, Simplectic, the digital science consultancy. All are together. They put their research and the impact, and they developed this database. It is a difference from existing database called Web of Science, Scopus, and then Google Scholar, etc. But basically it has a grants, patents information, and it has also a data, etc. And then when you go to the dimension free version, and it also has the products called dimension analytics, dimension profiles, and dimension for Google Pics, like that. The dimension API also a very good impact for the research. If you use that, then you can find out your research impact really in the real time manner. And if you go for the uh, dimension free version, so here access for free, if you go. So this is looks like it's a database. Now you see that what are all the filters they have, and what are the categories subfields they have: researcher, research categories, publication type, source type, journals, and then mostly this year-wise limitation. Now I am going to search the simple search for the. I'll show the demonstration. First, I have given the word web scale discovery, that is a data, and you can also search in with the full data or title and abstract only, or the DOI also you can search. You can do the keyword search, abstract search, etc. And now I am giving in title and abstracts. Now I am doing the search on this. So it shows now there are 1,305 data publications are there, and it has around 5,500 data sets. It has a grants information, and then patents also, and clinical trials. They have some information. Suppose you see in the left side, publication year. If you take, you will see that every year how many publications are there. And then here if you come, here you see that this is the like impact factor. If you do that, what is the effect of publication? This for the cytometric studies, you see the year-wise publications and drop-ins, etc. See, citations are 49K, and then its citation mean is 37.57. This is a basic research impactor, and then you see the researcher. Who are all the researchers in this field? Uchai Chen is there, and then here, if you go for the data, here you see the citations. It has 14 citation. Under total 14 citation, 3 are recent citation, and there is a field citation ratio and a relative citation ratio. These are all the altimetrics indicators which you can say from that. And if you want to add in your library, suppose you have to log in, you have to create, you have to give your basic information before opening it, and you give the details, then you will be having your own folder. Then you can add your bibliographic information to your personal library. And suppose here I am selecting only 2021 publications. See how much it will come now. See, only 30 it is here. These are all the so here you will be having the 30 publications, and you see that these are all the latest article regarding the web scale information, web scale discovery. And it covers various kind of subjects. That is why it's showing all these things. Suppose for that actually, Karthik, come, Karthik. So then there are publication types, and then if you go for here, you can see that information and computing science, and then you also have that types of open access and publication types, and then you have the journal list also. You suppose if you want to go for the only which journal you want to see, that UGC journal list group 2, so you select that publication only available in this list actually. So this is how I am telling. They were most concentrate on the impact factor only, ranking factors only. And then this is an analytic view panel. You can see from this panel for the publications, etc. And you can see all the databases. Yes, madam. Hello. Hello. Yes. Yes, sir. Hello.
Sir, you can continue, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So time is there. How much time I left?
Sir, only please.
Only. Acha, okay. Acha, okay. Thank you. And this, I would like to say something about the database coverage. It also has powerful search features. It has a full text search, abstract search, and dedicated filters for researchers, categories, and open access, etc. As I told you, and you can go the resources also. There are here they have the case studies and publications, and it has the videos. These videos will be showing all the basic how you can go and register, how you can do the search, etc. You can go for that. This product has launched in year 2018, and now recently they are coming up with the free access to, especially for scientific research. They are giving access. If you register, then you can do all the analytical studies from there. So that's all. With this, I would like to end. If any question or discussion, I am welcoming for that. Any question? Hello. Yes. No, it's free. It's free when as a researcher, if you register. It's free. It's free for scientometric research, I am telling. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Camera.
Madam, start the welcome.
So,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable information about what are the single point of such techniques, list of journals to find out the impact factor, and you shared a lot of presenting the articles, everything, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for organizer and Mr. Muthumari and their team. Really, I am thankful for that. Within short period, I have to present. That is why. Otherwise, I could have given lot of information regarding this new database. It is a research life cycle database. Once people started using, then they will really come to know that what is the impact of this database. And I would like to thank you for Professor Nityanandam and Professor Chinnaswamy and their team, and also to Muttumari and Saraswati Madam. Thank you very much for
Thank
giving
you
me
very
the
much,
opportunity. Yes, thank you.
Now I call upon Mr. Muttumari, sir, to deliver the vote of thanks. Muttumari, sir. Yeah. Now the session is hand over to Miss Telagavati ma'am. Mrs. Telagavati ma'am, librarian of John.
Yes, please. Hello. கேக்குதா sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Hello. This is Dr. Tilakavati. A very warm good morning, galaxy of intellectuals, invited guests, professors, students, and library professionals. A very warm good morning once again. On behalf of Madras Library Association and Madurai Kamaraj University, we are delighted to offer a gracious welcome to all of you. I take the pleasure of requesting Dr. Ramakrishnan, Dean, Professor NH, School of Information Technology, Madurai Kamaraj University, to deliver the welcome address. Over to Dr. Ramakrishnan, sir.
Very good morning to all of you. On behalf of School of Information Technology, Department of Library Science, on behalf of Professor Dr. K. Chinnaswamy, Professor in the Department of Library and Information Science, I am pleased to welcome all the members who participated all the days. On behalf of School of IT, on my own behalf, I welcome today's guest, Dr. M. Duraisamy, Professor and librarian, Dravida University, Andhra Pradesh. Professor M. Duraisamy sir is going to deliver the validity address. Today's guest, on behalf of School of IT, I welcome Professor M. Duraisamy sir. Despite of his busy schedule, he accepted to deliver the validity address. Welcome, sir. I also extend a warm welcome P. Muttumari, librarian, who is going to deliver the program report. On behalf of School of IT, I welcome P. Muttumari, Alagappa University, Karaikudi. Welcome, sir. I also extend my warm welcome to P. Pandya Padma Madam, who is going to deliver the vote of thanks. I extend a warm, great welcome to all the participants who have spent their valuable time with us. Once again, I welcome all the members of Madurai Kamaraj University, research scholars, technical people, non-technical people who are supported to this 5 days program, 5-day training program to the successful one. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Duraisamy sir to deliver the validity address. Duraisamy sir. Professor Duraisamy sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Ramakrishna, sir.
Yeah, very good morning.
Yeah. So, thank you, the distinguished guests, participants, and organizers. A very good morning to all of you. I hope all are safe and in good health.
Hello. Now the vote of thanks by Mrs. Padma, madam. Is it so? Hello.
Sir, report. Sir, actually, Dr. Nityanand, sir, so what
Yes, sir.
about the report of the 4 days conference, 4 days webinar?
Yeah. Report of the webinar will be presented by Dr. Muttumari.
Yeah, that is the most important.
Dr. Muttumari will present the report now.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Muttumari, please.
Yes, sir. May I audible, sir? May I audible?
Yes, it is audible. You can proceed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning to the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Madurai Kamaraj University, most respected Registrar of Madurai Kamaraj University, Dr. K. Sinachami, sir, Head of the Department of Library and Information Science, Madurai Kamaraj University, organizing of this short-term course, Dr. K. Nidhyanandam, Director of Anna University, former Director of Library, Anna University, and President of Mala, for giving me an opportunity to present the 5-day international short-term course reports. 5-day international virtual short-term course on enlightening of LIS professionals in emerging technology. The Department of Library and Information Science, Madurai Kamaraj University, and Madras Library Association, Chennai jointly organized the 5 days international virtual short-term course on enlightening of LIS professionals in emerging technology, ELISPET-21. The inaugural session was held on 12/4/21 at 10:30 a.m. During this session, Professor K. Sinachami, Department of Library and Information Science, Head of Madurai Kamaraj University, welcomed the gathering. The Honorable Vice Chancellor of Madurai Kamaraj University, Professor N. Krishnan, inaugurated the session and delivered the inaugural address. President of Mala and former Director of Library, Anna University, Dr. K. Nidhyanandam, delivered the thematic address. Yes, Rajeshwari had a Scientific Information Resource Division, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research, Kalpakam, addressed the gathering. Dr. B. Suresh, University Librarian, Madurai Kamaraj University, and Dr. P. Padma, Assistant Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, who were presented during the inaugural session. Professor Dr. P. Chellapandi, Assistant Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, delivered the vote of thanks on the inaugural session. After the inaugural session on 12/4/21, the technical sessions were started. This virtual short-term course had 11 sessions. All the sessions were engaged by the eminent scholars and the professionals from India, Sri Lanka, and UAE. The details of the sessions and the resource persons are as follows. The first day, 12/4/21, Dr. Pradeepan from Vellasa University, Badula, Sri Lanka, was the resource person. He delivered the lecture on emerging roles of libraries and librarians. On the second day, 13/4/21, 2 sessions were held. The first session was handled by Mr. M. Maheswaran, University of Pardania, Sri Lanka, with the topic Challenges in Library Professions. And the second session was engaged by Dr. B. Balasubramanian, University Librarian, MS University, Tirunelveli, with the topic on library users in modern technology. On the third day, 14/4/21, there were 3 sessions. The librarian and the Chief Knowledge Officer from IIM Trichy, Dr. K. Ilavalangan, engaged the session entitled Innovations in Libraries. Dr. Panch Ramalingam, Associate Professor, UGC HRDC, Pondicherry University, Puducherry, handled the second session with the topic Self-Care for Professionals. And the third session was handled by Dr. Srinivasa Raghavan, Controller of Examinations, Bharathasan University, and with the topic Making Your Research Visible. On the third day, 15/4/21, there were 3 sessions. The first session by Dr. S. Dhanushkodi, Professor and Head Department of Library and Information Science, Alappa University, Karaikudi, with the topic on understanding research metrics. And the second session engaged by Professor Dr. P. Padma, Assistant Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, with the topic of publication ethics. The third session with the topic on embedded librarians, delivered by I. Sasireka, Librarian, Lady of Advanced Studies in Education, Chennai. On the fifth day, 15/4/21, 2021, there were 2 sessions. The first session handled by Mr. M. Saik Maidin, librarian, Skyline University College, UAE, on the topic Smart Libraries, Future of Learnings. And the second session handled by Dr. Siva Sidambaram, librarian, NIT Trichy, on the topic Dimensions, a single point of search across all content topic to visualize research and impact. After the 11 sessions, the validity session function started by 11:40 a.m. Professor Dr. M. Ramakrishnan, Head and Chairperson, School of Information Technology, Madurai Kamaraj University, welcomed the gathering. Professor Dr. M. Dorasamy, Librarian, Head of the Department and Library and Information Science, Dravidian University, Kuppam, was delivered the valedictory address. In this short-term course, more than 800 participants were registered and attended from Oman, UAE, Sri Lanka, and Nigeria. From up to date, more than 5,000 viewers can view this short-term course. This is a witness of the standard of this event. The short-term course coordinated by Dr. P. Muthumari, Librarian, Alappa University Model Constitutional College, Arts and Science, Paramakudi. Mr. P.L. Janardhanan, Librarian, Madras Medical College, who has highly supported to the technical aspects, and Dr. I. Sasirega, Librarian, Lady Wellington Institute of Advanced Studies in Education, Dr. S. Arvind, Librarian, G10 College of Arts and Science, Dindikal. I once again I convey my sincere thanks to the organizing secretary, Dr. K. Sinnachami sir, and program director, Dr. K. Nidyanand sir, for giving me an opportunity to deliver the present the 5-day international virtual short-term course report. Thank you once again for the authority, university authorities, and the organizing committee members, and fellow professionals, and those who are attending the 5 days international virtual short-term course. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks, Professor. Dr. Muthumari. You have given an elaborate report of the program. Hello?
Sir.
Yes. Feedback. Fine. Any questions or any clarifications? Please feel free to ask.
Sir, I want to say feedback, and I'm yes, sir. Good morning, delegates and dignitaries. I would like to present feedback for the short-term course. May I continue, sir?
Yes. Proceed, madam.
Good morning for all the dignitaries and friends gathered virtually. And I am K. Anuradha, College Librarian, LRG Government Arts College for Women, Tirupur. And I would like to say a feedback about the short-term course. Friends, in order to assess our progress in any field, we must compare our past with today and not be comparing with others. So when compared to my last week, this week I feel very much enriched and enlightened by each and every session of the short-term course. I wholeheartedly thank the Department of Library and Information Science, Madurai Kamaraj University, and Mala for organizing such a valuable international short-term course, which enlightened the LIST professionals in Emerging Technology 2021. In this 1 week of short-term course, all the contemporary topics of library science and the state-of-art topics of both library science and research were dealt by great stalwarts of different universities and professors of library science who have not less than 20 years of experience. So I feel much upgraded with all the relevant and latest developments in the field and technologies in our field, which will surely help us to serve our institutions in much better way compared to our past. Except for some technical issues, we were really enjoying each and every session. And as we were learning our own field in a much detailed way, in a much elaborated way by the great professors. And the timing of the session was also very apt to focus and not to get distracted. So I wholeheartedly thank the organizing team and the dignitaries and Madurai Kamaraj University and Mala for their excellent work. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam, for your valuable feedback. Thank you.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Any other feedback? Any other feedback from the participant side? Please feel free to give your comments.
So some of them will ready to give the feedback.
That's all. Only one feedback we received. I think Mrs. Padma Madam will present the vote of thanks. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Can I start?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So now I invite Assistant Professor in Library and Information Science, Madurai Kamaraj University. She participated even in the inauguration function. She was sitting in the chair. I observed very nice cooperation, madam. I am wholeheartedly thank you very much, really. Yeah, you too gave a few words about Mala and as well as Madurai Kamaraj University. Really, it is great. Yeah, madam, it's not a one-man show. It's a joint teamwork.
Yes,
You
sir.
also joined with us. Really, we are indebted and we feel proud of
Thank
your
you, sir.
cooperation and coordination, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Can I start?
Our Professor Dorasamy also gave a very informative lecture. Really, I'm sorry I came a little bit late because as I was traveling, I could not join the meeting in time. Please bear with me, all of you. Really, on behalf of Mala, I express my wholehearted thanks to all the coordinators and resource persons. Not only that, but also any person I left out, please bear with me. My wholehearted thanks I am extending to all the participants. There is no conference without participants. So participants made this short-term course program a grand success, really. I am very much thankful. Once again, I am very happy. I think Professor Aravind is also there in the picture, I believe. And those who are in the dais and as well as other persons, I am unable to see all the images of the participants. Anyway, now Mrs. Padma is visible to me. So I invite Dr. Padma to give the vote of thanks. I think Dr. Muttumani is there. Some person is there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Someone with you give the feedback, sir.
See, last but not the least, Dr. Muttumani is our public relation officer and also the executive committee member of Madras Library Association. We are very much thankful to him. He always extends his help. We need we have to make publicity. For that, last time also he helped us and he arranged to publish in the newspaper. Really, we are very much grateful to him. And once again, we request Public Relation Officer Dr. Muttumani to see that our efforts thrown into the limelight. Once it comes in the mass media, it will be known by everybody. Yeah, whatever efforts we have taken, it should be open access and it should be known to all the public. Then only it will be understood by the public. And this program is for the public, by the public, and of the public. I can say, yeah, really, yeah, and it's very much received. In this pandemic situation, people made it come. Really, I am very much thankful, sir. Today's heroes, Dr. Dorasamy and Dr. Ramakrishnan, etc. Anyway, I am very much thankful to all of you, sir. Thank you very much. And I will now Dr. Padma will present. Sorry. Technical note. Sure, with pleasure. Please give them opportunity to present their comments. Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam. Saraswati, Madam. Thank you.
Yes.
You only spoke so far. Very nice. Excellent. You know, punch dialogue will always remain in the minds of the participants, really. I am here,
Sir,
no fear, no pains, no gains, etc.
I want to
Anyway,
say,
சொல்லுங்க Saraswati.
thank you very much, sir, for giving this opportunity. Really, sir, you are always being with us and encouraging us to do a lot of webinars and seminars for organizing everything, sir. Really, you are such a great person for us. You behind of us to do a lot of things, sir. So, no words to say for your contribution, sir. Really, thank you very much for everything, sir.
Thank you, Madam. I'll be failing from my duty if I do not thank the coordinators, main coordinators. One is Dr. Janardhanan, Dr. Mutumari, once again, and Dr. Pasireta, Dr. Tilagavadi. Really, but because of them, it would not have happened. And especially the person who began the show is Mr. Prasanna, who is always giving technical support. My thanks goes to him also. Now, shall I call upon Dr. Padma to present the vote of thanks?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Padma, please.
Yes, sir. Shall I start, sir?
Oh, yes, madam. Please proceed, madam.
Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Cicero. A warm and graceful morning to our most valued honorable chief guest, organizing committee, participants, my dear friends, and everyone gathered here, both online and offline. We are at the culminating point of 5 days short-term course organized by Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai, in association with Madras Library Association, Chennai, from 12th to 16th in the online mode. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this short-term course a worthy of our long-lasting memories. On the outset, I thank the alumni for this and her choices blessing showered upon us throughout the conduct of this course. Our most respected thanks go to Professor Dr. M. Krishnan, Vice Chancellor, Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai, for his guidance, support, encouragement, and blessings. Thank you, sir, for being the catalyst that stimulated us to do our best and standing as pillar of strength. We were fortunate to have a team of eminent speakers on the inaugural day of the course held on 12th of this month. We were thankful to Dr. K. Chinnachami, Professor and Head, Department of Library and Information Science, Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai, for his welcome address. Professor Dr. M. Krishnan, Vice Chancellor, Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai, for his presidential address. Dr. P. Suresh, University Librarian, Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai, for his felicitation address. Mrs. S. Rajeshwari, Head, Scientific Information Resource Division, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research, Kalpakam, for the special address. Dr. K. Nityanandam, former Director, Anna University Library, President, Mala, for his thematic addresses, and Dr. P. Chellapandi, Assistant Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai, for his vote of thanks. We are blessed to have a band of elite resource persons who fed with us, inspiring thought and creative professional insight. We were enjoying the lectures on all the 5 days of course. Wholeheartedly, we thankful to Dr. T. Pradhiban, Librarian, Ua Vilsa, University, Sri Lanka, Dr. Srinivasa Raghavan, Control of the Examination, Professor and Head, Department of Library and Information Science, Bharadasan University, Tiruchi, Dr. M. Maheswaran, Librarian, University of Canada, Sri Lanka, Dr. Ilavalagan, Librarian and Chief Knowledge Officer, IIM Tiruchi, Mr. A. Sheikh Maidin, Head Librarian, Skyline University College,
UAE, Dr. Panch Ramalingam, Associate Professor, UGC, HRDC, Pondicherry University, Dr. S. Dhanuskodi, Professor and Head, Department of Library and Information Science, Alagappa University, Karakudi, Dr. P. Balasubramaniam, University Librarian and Head, Kanonmani Sundarnan University, Tirunelveli, Dr. P. Batma, Assistant Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai, Dr. I. Sasirekha, Librarian, Lady Willington, Institute of Advanced Study in Education, Chennai, Dr. A. Siva Sidambaram, Librarian, NIT, Trichy. We profusely thank all the speakers of the validity ceremony. We are grateful to Professor M. Durasamy, Professor and Librarian, Revelian University, AP, for his chief guest address, and Mr. M. Ramakrishnan, Chairperson, Professor and Head, School of Information Technology, Madurai Kamaraj University, for his salutation address. Dr. P. Muthumari, Librarian, Alagappa University, Model Constituent Arts and Science, Paramagudi, for his beautiful program report. We mentioned our deep sense of appreciation for all the faculty members of the Department of Library and Information Science, Madurai Kamaraj University, for their cooperation and the array of their assistance. I may like to express my sincere thanks to all the executive committee members of MALA who put in their best efforts to bird-worthy colors in the short-term course. And also, I wish to express my gratitude to the coordinated programs, Dr. P. Muthumari, Librarian, Alagappa University, Model Constitute College of Arts and Science, Mr. P. L. Janathan, Librarian, Madras Medical College, Dr. S. I. Sasirekha, Librarian, Lady Willington Institute of Advanced Study in Education, and Dr. S. Aravind, Librarian, College, Arts College, Dinukal, for their untiring effort to coordinate and conduct this course in a grand manner. We would like to acknowledge our gratitude to the technical team, the backbone of this 5 days online course. It is their hard work and sincere involvement and helped us the sale of course in the mighty online movement. Registration form, daily feedback links, certificates, everyday posting on online YouTube videos, etc. were all taken well done by the technical team. Hats off to the members of the technical team. I would like to take this opportunity to place a record and 40 thanks to all the participants of this course. We have participants both from India and abroad. We have participants from southern, northern, eastern, and western part of India, presenting various categories of institutions who were in varied destinations. A big thanks to all for your interest to take part in the online academic event, your punctuality, your patience, your active involvement, your interaction, your posting, and for having spared a precious time to learn for your self-growth and professional development. Thank you all, dear participants. Well, and even like that cannot happen overnight, the wheels start rolling weeks ago. It requires planning and a bat's eye for the details. We heartily thank everyone enough for their involvement and their willingness to take on the function of task beyond their comfort zones. I am sorry if I have forgotten to thank anyone. Last but not the least, a big thank you to each and every one of the great souls who contributed to us making this 5 days short-term course a memorable one for all of us. Thank you, one and all.
Sir,
See, though the vote of thanks is over, and one of the participants come forward to give our views, we welcome it. Please feel free to give your feedback. It will encourage us, really. Please. And I have forgotten to thank our Dr. Saraswati and other Dr. Tilakandi and Dr. Muthumani may say a few words after that. Muthumani, our public relations officer is there. Dr. Muthumani is not there. So if he is available, if he is there, if he is present, let him also give a few words. கொஞ்சம் நம்ம மாலா மெட்ராஸ் லைப்ரரி அசோசியேஷனை பற்றி கொஞ்சம் பேசுங்க. சரி, அவங்களுக்கு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கொடுங்க, அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னு அவங்களுடைய வியூஸ் கேட்கலாம். So if there are any drawbacks, please feel free to tell us so that we can correct, so that we can correct and improve. சொல்லுங்க பேசுங்க. Yes, I am on. Participant from Nigeria wants to talk? Yes. Very good. Please, Janathan, please allow the participant from Nigeria to talk. Technical problem, huh? Doesn't matter. See, audio is enough. Let us listen to her views. Though video is not there, doesn't matter. We will listen to her views. Please allow her to speak. We have to welcome people from Nigeria. They want to talk means we have to appreciate. Yes, allow her to speak. She is unable to join in this meeting.
Okay. Now, vote of thanks கொஞ்சம் லாஸ்டா சொல்லலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Shall I proceed?
Vote of thanks சொல்லி முடிச்சிட்டாங்க.
Yeah. On behalf of Mala, I would like to say some few words. On behalf of Madras Library Association and Madurai Kamaraj University, we sincerely thank the dignitaries for being us and enlightening us with their enthusiastic remarks. I show my heartfelt gratitude to the professors of everyone behind the Madurai Kamaraj University and Madras Library Association for their wholehearted support rendered in the success for their validatory section. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful, funful day. Thank you once again.
Yes. சொல்லுங்க. யார்? எஸ் ஆன்லைன்ல இருக்கிறவங்கள பேச சொல்லுங்க. ஆன்லைன்ல இருந்தாங்கன்னா பேச சொல்லுங்க. Correct. Guide her. Give guidance to her. Please support. It doesn't matter.
Yes, please proceed. And
see, அன்மியூட்னா உங்களுக்கு புரியல போகுது.
alternate words. Sir, வேற words யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். அவங்க unmute வேண்டாம். உங்களுக்கு புரியல. வேற words, alternate words.
Please make the voice box free.
We are not hear you, madam. அவங்க போயிட்டாங்க. Okay.
No, there will be sound box is there. Just to remove the strike. That's all. So we have to explain. She may not know how to unmute the audio. Other than speakers, all are requested to mute the audio.
Back, Grace, madam, she'll back.
Please, let her speak. It doesn't matter. We need not see her face. But
Say release the mic. Release.
Yeah, we love to appreciate and welcome. Let her speak at least. Doesn't matter. We need not see the face.
No, it was muted.
Unrelease. Sorry, release.
Release, yeah.
Release the mic. Otherwise, we can use the word release.
That word.
See, mute means switch off like that. So, Tilakavati ma'am.
Yes, Saraswati madam சொல்லுங்க.
How are you?
Yes, super, fantastic.